Okay. Good morning, students. Let us continue the topic, that is regeneration in Terbellaria. Regeneration in Terbellarians. Right, ma'am? Terbellarians. Right? Terbellarians or AINs. Or AINs. Terbellarians. Right? The Terbellarians is another important class in the phylum of Platyhelminthes. The Platyhelminthes are all very parasitic animals, but it is a free-lived animals. We can give the example of this Terbellaria, that is Judaceae. What ma'am? You will write the organism name Judaceae. Right? This Judaceae is having just two lobes-like structures, and next here it has some eye structures. Okay, ma? And it can live in freely formed, right? Freely formed organs. If we wantly or accidentally the organism can blast off their body parts, we just seen in this Terbellaria, we cut into two more parts, but we are two more parts, right now? Please understand. We are cutting this planaria, Judaceae, Terbellarians. This is right 1, 2, right? Here this is the part, and here also be this is another part. Here also be another part. Okay. In these three parts, the first part should be progressing to providing of themselves slowly. It will take some time, and it can regenerate with the tail regions. This one. And the middle part, which is the middle part, it can also be, it is very complicated now. It can performing the head regions and also be the what? Tail region function. The middle part, A, B, C. This is the A, and here the B, and here the C. Here how the C is produced? Right. The cells can produce of the upper part of the cell. That's why when we are cut this Terbellaria importantly, or if it is escaping from the predation, the defensive mechanism, it can also be producing their generations. Sometimes the slit-like core is also be present in the Judaceae. Okay, if there is a head region having a small furrow regions. Okay, for example, this is the body part. Here a leaf-like structure, it is very planted animals, right? Leaf-like structures, and these lobes, if you are having a small furrow on this side, okay, this side, right ma'am? This is clear ma'am? This side, the furrow is producing of the other head region to the planaria. But body is only the single one. But their head regions are two. When this is a small cut and furrow is formed on their nearer this head or this region, it can provide it with another two regions. As it is man. That way the Terbellarian. The class Terbellaria of phylum Platyhelminthes includes the triploblastic animal, which means triploblastic means 3 layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. That is known as simply triploblastic animals. And acylomate organism. There is no barrel cavity or full with this coelom. That's why we are considered them as acylomate animals. And bilaterally symmetrical, which they are the left and right. Bilateral, asymmetrical, and the dorso-ventrally flattened animals. Dorso-ventral, both the dorsal side and ventral side are having the plankton surfaces, right, ma? And these aquatic organisms, both, what are the characteristics which we have seen in these turbellarians? Those are the belongings to the phylum Platyhelminthes, and next one is acylomates, acylomates, and they have the triploblastic animals having the three layers. Those are ecto, endo, between of these two mesoderm, but there is no body fluids of the coelom. That's why we are called them acylomates, right, ma'am? Another one, bilateral symmetry, bilateral, excuse me, bilateral symmetry, right? And next here, aquatic organisms, dorsoventrally patented organisms, dorsoventrally flattened organisms, and they are live in the aquatic media. These are the simple characteristics of the planarian which are living in a free forms in the phylum Platyhelminthes, right, ma'am? The asexual reproduction is a common method of the reproduction in the helminthes. Many of these organisms are divided by the transverse fusion. Okay, ma'am? Many of these organisms are divided in the transverse division. Right? Asexual reproduction, transverse division, and the vertical division will also be taking place, ma'am. That's why the fusion generates the reefs and new organisms can producing by these turbellarians. Okay, and in these fusions are begin with the animals, exceeded the specifically defined by the regeneration. Right, ma'am? The regeneration as one accepts of the general process of the growth and the primary attributes of the all living systems. Without it, there could not be the able to be life. What we say here, every organisms have some regeneration capability. For example, our tongue lost the taste, ulcer formation, it can be reviewed, replaces by the somatic cell divisions. Okay, intestinal regions, the endothelial. If you are drink some alcoholic or any other food poison is occurs inside. Okay, the lining of the intestinal membranes can regenerated. And one of the important in human beings, the ovaries proliferating. Right, ma'am? Every month the proliferation process is going on and producing a single ova. Right, it is also big. And the embryonic developments. Here we are the umbilical cord have the stem cells. The stem cells have the capability, that is a totipotency capability, right, which are very useful in the gene technology, biotechnological process. They are produced in the laboratories as it is the twins, right, human genome projects in laboratories. Right, that's why such various regeneration processes present in this planarian. Okay, ma? This is about the planarian regeneration. Okay, and here the topics are all completed. Okay, and let us we discuss some few points. What are more important in our zoology? Right, ma'am? We are completed the syllabus. That is in 4 units. In 4 units, every topic is discussed on the online classes. You must and watch. And if you got any doubts, WhatsApp me in our group. Right, ma'am? Students. And next, one more thing is that is you must read academy or any zoology books, ma'am. Then only you can clarifying of your doubts. If you are not seeing my video, the WhatsApp videos, Here, in our title name is that is animal diversities of the vertebrates and their developmental goals. Right now, here what is our title in 4th semester? Cell biology. Right now, in the 4th semester. Second year 4th semester zoology title name is cell biology, molecular biology, cell biology, genetics, developmental biology, developmental biology and embryology. Right now, this is our 4th semester zoology title name. Just cell biology, genetics, developmental biology. This is the time. But we have how many units? 4 units. The unit 1 cell biology, unit 2 molecular biology, unit 3 genetics, and unit 4 is developmental biology. Right now, here the cell biology consists of complete the cell structure, especially the eukaryotic cell structure. Right now, eukaryotic cell structure, the plasma membrane, structural and functional unit. Right, the structure that is the most important, plasma membrane, and the cell organelles. What are the cell organelles is there, ma? That is mitochondria, Golgi complexes, ribosomes, and nucleic acids, nucleus, nucleolus part, and remaining the mitochondria, right? And the endoplasmic reticulum, right? These are the cell organelles. So these every topic has to have the importance in the 4th semester. It is not important. There is no chance. How I cannot tell. There is no important. Every bit and every topic is very important to us. Right? That is the cell biology. After completion of the cell organelle structures, we enter into the molecular biology. Molecular biology, we already discussed that the topics, that is DNA structure, RNA structures and RNA types. And next one is that the protein synthesis process, transcription and translation process within the both eukaryotic and prokaryotic organisms, and lab operon concept to genetic code. Right now, here the DNA and what is the purines and pyrimines and Hubble hypothesis process also be included here. Right, and the next isn't it operon concept. Operon concept is most important, right? And the one more molecular biological techniques. Molecular level, we used some of the techniques, that is PCR, polymerase chain reaction, which is nowadays very useful too. That is the RT-PCR test, right now? RT-PCR test in COVID tests. This is the RT-PCR and PCR. Just we all have that time. PCR, polymerase chain reaction, and another one is gel electrophoresis. Gel electrophoresis, right now. And next one, that is the genetics. In genetics, Mendelian inheritance, non-Mendelian inheritances. Okay, in Mendelian inheritance, loss of Mendelian inheritance. Here the monohybrid ratios, okay, and the dihybrid ratios. And next one, the law of segregation, law of what we say, law of law of independent, law of dominant, and law of segregation, independent assortment. So many laws we are including here, and remaining that sex determination and sex-linked inheritance, and next one is that the repulsion, copulation, all are completed. Then mutations, different type of chromosomal mutations, gene mutations, right now, gene mutations are also completed. And last unit, that is the developmental biology. In the developmental biology, gametogenesis. In the gametogenesis, two processes are involving, that is the spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis, one. And next another one is, that is ovaries, ovary formations, ovulation, that is oogenesis process. And next, these both gametes are produced from this process, let us they are combined with each other in the formation of fertilization. The fertilization process is also be very complicated, right? And after the fertilization, the zygote is formed, and this zygote can enter into the cleavage patterns. That's why we have the another topic, that is the cleavage patterns. And one more topic, that is the based on the female, either birds or the any organisms, okay, where they lay the eggs. How many different type of eggs? Different type of eggs are laid by the female organisms based on the distributions of the yolk concentration. Right now, let us discuss in the next topic, that is after completion of the cleavage, the gastrulation. Here the gastrulation, especially was studied in the frog gastrulation up to the primary germ layer formation. Up to the primary germination formations. Here the primary germinal layers are here the three protoplastic layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Okay, each and every derm layer can have the capability to producing of their own organs, right now. And next one is after completion of this cleavage pattern, the gastrulation process. Next one is the fetal membranes. The fetal membranes are also be called as extraembryonic membranes, which are simply, that is, yolk sac, allantois, amnion, chorion. Chorion is mostly involved in the formation of placenta. Right, here the placenta types and functions and the significance of placenta, these are also most important questions. Maybe either it comes on 10 marks or some the essay or the 20 marks questions now, right? And after completion of this placenta, different types of placenta is there now, based on the these fetal membranes formations, that is the yolk sac placenta, allantois placenta, and chorionic placenta. And next one, that forming of the behavioral during the pacturation, deciduate, non-deciduate, and the contra-deciduate, and the chorionic villi, which is penetrated into the endometrium bonds, right now, that is diffused, cartilaginary, and next one jonary, metadiscoidal, and discoidal types, right? And after our discussing the last topic, which is ending our syllabus, regeneration. Just now we have completed the topic, that is regeneration. Regeneration is seen in one is the invertebrate organisms, that is the turbellarians, and another one is hydra, coelenterata, annelidans, arthropoda. Sometimes arthropoda also shows the regeneration process, but that they are have some, if their antenna is lost, their place another organ can be produced. Okay, ma'am. And the shading processes and reptilia, higher classes, that is amphibia and reptilia. Amphibians, especially their limb formations. In reptilia, the caudal autotomy, right now, caudal autotomy. Here the short questions coming from this regeneration, that is caudal autotomy or lymphoangiogenesis, or the blastina. And another one is the under the last topic, that is regeneration in Turbellaria, that is the planarians or the Turbellaria. It is also called as the Digitians. Right now, this is about our complete topics which are involved in the 4th semester zoology syllabus. Okay, I hope you students understood my lectures. If you got any doubts, call me. Thank you.